Baseball pitching has been described as both an art form and a gift from the heavens. And Major League Baseball players are some of the most sought-after players in the league. So today, we're going to find out a little baseball pitch weird on today's episode of 5 Weird Things. Welcome to the channel. You know, I wanted to be a pitcher for Little League when I was a kid. A pitcher. I had dreams, damn it. The only thing standing in my way? I had absolutely no talent. So that is why I'm not in the major leagues. That was what got in the way. All right, let's get into it. First, the things we should all know. A baseball pitch is the act of throwing a baseball towards home plate to start a play. It's a critical component of the game. There are many types of pitches that pitchers can try to use to try to get the batters out. The primary goal of a pitch is to either get the batter to miss the ball, hit it poorly, or take it for a called strike. The ultimate aim is to get the batter out, either through a strikeout, ground out, fly out, or another defensive play. Pitching involves a complex sequence of movements, including the windup or stretch, stride, arm action, and release. Proper mechanics are crucial for both effectiveness and injury prevention. Pitch selection and location are critical strategic elements. Pitchers and catchers work together to decide which pitch to throw and where to aim it. Considering the batter's tendencies, the game situation, and the count being balls and strikes. The effectiveness of a pitcher can significantly influence the outcome of a game. Great pitching can dominate and shut down opposing offenses, while poor pitching can lead to high-scoring games. Weird thing number 5, the curveball. A curveball is known for its unique spin and movement. The pitcher imparts a topspin on the ball, causing it to drop sharply as it approaches the plate. This downward break can make the pitch challenging for batters to hit. The grip for a curveball involves placing the index and middle fingers along the seam of the ball, with the thumb underneath. During the release, the pitcher snaps their wrist downward, creating the topspin necessary for the pitch's characteristic movement. Curveballs are typically thrown at a lower velocity compared to fastballs. While fastballs in the major leagues can reach speeds of 90 to 100 miles an hour, curveballs usually are in the range of about 65 to 80 miles per hour. The reduced speed, combined with the ball's movement, can disrupt the batter's timing. Weird thing number 4, the slider. The slider combines elements of a fastball and a curveball. It has a lateral side-to-side break and some downward movement, created by a combination of backspin and sidespin. The spin and movement make it challenging for batters to predict where the ball is going to end up. The grip for a slider involves placing the index and middle fingers close together on the seam of the ball with the thumb underneath. The pitcher releases the ball with a slight wrist snap, generating the necessary spin for the pitch's sideways and downward movement. Sliders are generally thrown with a speed that falls between a fastball and a curveball. They usually range from 80 to 90 miles per hour, making them faster than curveballs but slower than fastballs. This intermediate velocity, combined with movement, makes the slider an effective pitch. The slider is often used as a strikeout pitch due to its deceptive movement. Pitchers may throw it when they are ahead in the count to induce a swing or miss or weak contact. It's particularly effective against same-handed hitters, which means right-handed pitcher against a right-handed batter or left and left. Weird thing number 3, the fastball. The fastball is the fastest type of pitch in baseball. It's often thrown at speeds ranging from 90 to 100 miles per hour, with some elite pitchers capable of exceeding 100 miles an hour. The high velocity makes it difficult for batters to react and make solid contact. A standard fastball grip involves placing the index and middle fingers along the seams of the baseball, with the thumb underneath for support. The pitcher throws the ball with maximum arm speed and minimal wrist movement to achieve the high velocity. The fastball is the most common pitch and forms the foundation of a pitcher's arsenal. It's often used to get ahead in the count, challenge hitters, and set up other pitches. A well-placed fastball can be highly effective, especially when mixed with off-speed and breaking pitches. Due to its high speed, the fastball gives batters less time to react compared to other pitches. Hitters must decide whether to swing in a fraction of a second. The perceived speed of a fastball can also be enhanced by varying the pitch's location, making it seem even faster when thrown up in the strike zone or following a slower pitch. Weird thing number 2, the changeup. A changeup is designed to look like a fastball, but it's thrown significantly slower, typically 10 to 15 miles per hour slower than the pitcher's fastball. This speed differential is intended to disrupt the timing of the batter, causing them to swing early. The grip for a changeup varies, but common methods include the circle change, where the pitcher forms a circle with the thumb and index finger on the side of the ball, and the three-finger changeup, where the ball is held deeper in the hand with three fingers on top. The pitcher uses the same arm speed and mechanics as a fastball to disguise the pitch, releasing it with less velocity. Changeups usually have some downward and often lateral movement depending on the grip and release. The ball can sink or tail away from the batter, making it more difficult to hit effectively. This movement is a result of the grip and the slower speed at which the ball is thrown. The primary strength of a changeup lies in its deception. Because it is thrown with the same arm action as a fastball, batters often can't detect the difference until it's too late. This makes it a valuable pitch for getting batters out, especially when used in conjunction with a good fastball. The changeup is often used to keep hitters off balance, especially when they are expecting a fastball. It's particularly effective against opposite hand hitters. In other words, right-handed pitcher against a left-handed batter, because of its typical tailing action. Pitchers may use it in any count, but often rely on it when they are ahead or need a ground ball or weak contact. And finally, weird thing number 1, the knuckleball. The defining characteristic of a knuckleball is its minimal spin. The pitcher throws the ball in such a way that it rotates very little, if at all. This lack of spin causes the ball to move erratically as it travels towards the plate, making it extremely difficult for batters to predict its path. The grip for a knuckleball involves placing the fingertips, typically the index, middle, and sometimes ring fingers on the seams of the ball, with the thumb underneath for support. The ball is pushed or flicked out of the hand rather than thrown with the usual pitching motion, ensuring minimal spin. The release is gentle, with a focus on keeping the wrist stiff and using the fingertips to push the ball. Because of its lack of spin, the knuckleball's movement is highly unpredictable. It can dart, drop, float in various directions due to the air resistant acting on the ball's seams. This erratic movement makes it challenging for both batters and catchers to handle, often leading to pass balls and wild pitches. The knuckleball is a high-risk, high-reward pitch. When thrown effectively, it can be nearly impossible for batters to hit solidly. However, it is also difficult to control, and pitchers who rely on it often struggle with command. This unpredictability can lead to more walks and higher pitch counts. Knuckleball pitchers often have longer careers than other types of pitchers because the knuckleball does not require the same arm strength and high velocity as other pitches. It places less strain on the arm and shoulder. Famous knuckleball pitchers like Phil Niekro and Tim Wakefield enjoyed long major league careers, often pitching well into their 40s. Well, that's it for today's episode. I hope you learned something new. I know I did. Please like and subscribe. Leave any opinions down in the comments. Click on the videos above for some more weird. And if you are still watching, today's code word is strike. Put that in the comments to give your team a little extra special pitching juju in the next few games. Take care and take me out to the ballpark.